Hello, friend. I'm so happy to be back here with you after taking a couple months off to put the finishing touches on my book, The Flow Habit. It is now ready to be pre-ordered, so you can order it at any of your favorite booksellers. It's coming out. It's being published by Hay House, which is an imprint of Penguin Random House at the end of the year, December 30th. So it will be ready for my annual 28-day flow challenge in January. But to help us all get ready before then, I am leading a 5-day flow experiment, and it starts next week on Monday. So head on over to my website, lauriesmith.com, or theflowhabit.com will take you there too to sign up. And basically, if you're new here, my flow challenges are all about getting back to your true self, reconnecting with who you really are, reconnecting with that spark, with those unique gifts you have that no one else has. And there's something magical when we create space for flow. And flow is basically that feeling we get when we're so into what we're doing that we lose track of time. We have a much higher chance of getting into flow when we're doing something that we love to do, because basically in flow we feel safe, our inner critic quiets, we're not as self-conscious, and we can just be in the moment and be enjoying what we're doing. So I'm not going to share now how these started. You can check my earlier episodes and videos if you're watching this on YouTube. But basically, the idea of these flow challenges is very simple. Choose a 5 to 10 minute activity that's something like that, something that you love to do so much that you want to do it just for its own sake. And even if, or especially if, it's something impractical that has nothing to do with whether it's going to make you smarter, make you look better to friends and family, further along your career, what we're looking to do is get to that essence of who you really are, who you were born into this world as, your childlike self, just getting back to that joy of being alive, joy of just doing what we're doing. That is so healthy for us. And it's healthy for everyone around us when we're in that state where we're just fully present. We talk a lot about mindfulness and being present, but flow is a more active presence where we're actively engaging with each other. We can get into flow when we're having a good conversation. We can get into flow doing our favorite hobby. We can get into flow when we're doing something outside or playing a game or playing with our grandkids or our pet, or it's available. That's what I absolutely love about flow is it is available in any realm of our lives. It's not limited to career. It's not limited to family. It's not limited to other people and love. It is so practical when we can access flow. And it doesn't always come easily. So my flow challenges are helping us to retrain our brains to remember what it's like to do things just for their own sake. Because that's the door, that's the ticket, that's the door that we open up, and that's how we access flow. Finding something that we want to do for its own sake. Now, it might feel like a waste of time, or if you want to get flow doing your work or to take your business to the next level, this might feel like a waste. But I promise you it is not. Because what you want to do and what's going to make you the most successful version of yourself in everything that you do is reconnecting with that true self, that spark. And so by making space 5 to 10 minutes a day to really be honest with yourself of what's something that would just be so much fun, whether it's dancing in your kitchen or swinging on a swing or doodling, that's something that I've done a lot, sketching. It should challenge you and stretch you and use skills that you have. Maybe if you haven't used them in a while, that's okay. But even more importantly, it should be fun. And it is absolutely amazing how when we make space for fun in our lives and when we make space for what brings us joy, that self-inquiry, that has a magical effect. It's like a domino effect that can lead to new ideas, lead to you being more you, the person that your partner fell in love with so long ago, or being that person or that magnetic friend that brings more friends and new friends to you. So my book is all about this, how magical this is. But for now, I just want you right now, because it changes for all of us at different times in our lives, different seasons. What would be that thing now? You don't have to join my 5-day flow experiment. That's fine. You don't even have to, join my 28-day flow challenge or see another video or listen to another episode by me. But if there's one thing that I would love to give you as a gift, it's this conversation with yourself. Because you already are the expert. You have all the answers you need within. So it's just listening to that voice and being like, what? Just asking yourself, what would be fun? If I were to just make 5 minutes on my calendar for me, something that I would just have to trust would help to create more flow in my life. What could that be? And sometimes just the asking, the creative questioning and brainstorming what that could be. I mean, I've had people share with me that month after month after month, they ask themselves this, and just thinking about it is fun, but they don't join the flow challenge or the flow experiment, and that's okay. And then maybe a year later, they join and they say, there's this one activity. I've been thinking about this. I don't know why I haven't joined, but I've been thinking about this and this is it. And there's also something to the commitment, making a commitment to me, to the community. But even if it's not, if you don't sign up for the free emails, just making that commitment to yourself is so powerful. And then committing in community to do it every day. And it's not a harshness. It's like a softness. We approach all of this with a flow, right? So you might try one activity on day 1 of the 5-day flow experiment, which starts next week. And you might say, that kind of didn't do it for me. Let me try something else. That's why I use the word experiment, because this is all about learning, you learning from you and experimenting and reclaiming that joy that is your birthright, that is already with you now and is always with you. So after that pep talk, I would love to hear what you choose. And you might not know now, but you might. So if you are on my email list, please hit reply. I love getting your emails. I love chatting with you on email. I might not always be able to do this, but for right now, it's what brings me joy. So share with me, what is your flow activity? What's your intention? What would you love to have flow in your life after 5 days of doing this? And maybe you'll keep going. That's my hope, that even, we'll commit to 5 days together, and then maybe we'll all keep going and we'll keep building the momentum. So anyway, I hope this inspires you. And if this is the only thing you do today or the only episode that you listen to, just ask yourself that. Just ask yourself, what would that be? I am so amazed constantly by the creativity of people in my flow community and the things they come up with. And it's just so much fun. I feel so privileged and blessed to witness all of those who are on this little experiment with me. So I hope you will be one of them. I hope you will join us. And happy flowing, friend. And I will see you here at the next episode.